How's it going, family and friends? I just wanted to take this moment to share my testimony with you guys before the year ended. Today is December 31st, 2016. We are entering a new year. I just wanted to share some life changing events that has happened within the last 3 months. As of September 29th, I decided to make some life changes. And these life changes go as I decided to stop drinking and give myself back to God. Within the last 5 years, I was dealing with depression and being an alcoholic. I'm not very proud to carry that label with me, but that's what many people call me, an alcoholic. I mean, I was drinking pints of whiskey every day, and I say every day, I mean like every day, 5 days a week, drinking a pint of whiskey. Some people may say that's impossible, but those who hung around me can tell you that's as much as I drank, and plus I'm not proud of it because it did destroy a lot of my friendships and relationships with family and friends. Within the last 5 years, I went from having a lot of friends to very little, and it was due to alcohol. I'm not proud of it. If I could take it back, I would. That's where depression kicked in, because I started realizing, man, I just ruined some good friendships and relationships with my family and friends. Some of them I might not ever get back, but it's a part of life. I mean, it's a life I chose to live. I chose to live that this personality, some people do know, is I don't care, and I used to carry this character that I don't care about nothing, but in reality I really did care, because I was carrying a big weight inside my heart of seeing what I was doing and not repairing it, and in doing that as well, it did affect my fatherhood. I lost a lot of custody rights to my child. It went from having my daughter all the time to only getting her on the weekends. I thank God that I have a good relationship with my daughter's mom. Me and her are good friends. I was only supposed to have my daughter for 5 hours a day on a weekend for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, 5 hours a day. But because we have a good relationship, and she wanted me to maintain my relationship with my daughter, even though it was 5 days a week, she allowed me to have her for the weekend. So I thank her very much for that, and it was awesome to be able to have that. I would have want more time, but I mean, I couldn't be greedy. At the same time, by not being able to get what I wanted, I still drank more and more. Now, this all could have changed if I had just gave up alcohol. In those 5 years, while I had my daughter, I wasn't really able to provide for her as far as give her a home that she could call home. I was living at friends' and family houses here and there. I would stay at a friend's house, for a few months, move to the next house, be there for a few months, move to the next house, be there for a year or so. Not being able to give her own room, providing a roof for her. child the way she should be tended or cared for, it can affect someone. She would always ask me, when are we going to get our own place, Dad? And me allowing alcohol to consume me, I just tell her, soon, baby, soon. For 5 years, I would tell her that, soon. Daddy, when am I going to be able to spend more time with you? I'll tell her soon. And 5 years gone, and she still continue hearing me say soon. That's how much I cared for my alcohol. I didn't want to make a change just yet. And it's something I can't take back. But, moving house to house, I didn't like it. Living with different families, different friends, in the process, ruining some friendships, relationships with them. It's a weight I got to carry from here on out, and I hope they forgive me. I've asked God for forgiveness. I've forgiven myself for the damage I've done in life. And that right there can bring again a lot of depression, and that brought me down. Yeah, I do have a family that prays for me. I do have 2 mothers that prayed for me, a father, grandma, aunts, cousins. I believe without their prayers, I would not be where I'm at today. And I'm very thankful for those prayers. That helped me get through a lot. Even though they would talk to me and tell me you need to stop, I would smile and say, yeah, I'll get through it. Yeah, I'll listen. Yeah, I'll go to church. I'll go maybe about a week or 2 without drinking. But deep inside, I wasn't ready to give myself back to God. But I finally came to senses with myself in life. It finally just hit me. I woke up one day and told myself, man, I need to make a change, because living this life I'm living, and I'm not going nowhere. I'm tired of waking up, on a couch, not having a room of my own, not being able to provide a room for my daughter. It's brought a lot of heartache. So I woke up, told myself, you know what? I'm going to take a 30-day challenge for God and myself. My 30-day challenge was listening to gospel music every day. Anytime I felt the urge to drink, to do something other than drinking, smoking some herbs, doing something stupid, I would listen to gospel music every day. And I did that every day. And 30 days went by, and I was 30 days sober. And then in doing that, I told myself, you know what, it's time that I get, within those 30 days, it's time that I get myself back into church. And in doing so, I asked God that I wanted to see my daughter more, have more rights to my child. Well, within asking of that and doing so, God blessed me with a whole lot more than I expected. 60 days, within 60 days, me and my daughter's mom, we're talking a lot, and there's been a lot of life changes going on in her life, and I pray every day for the best of her. But she asked me, I had just recently moved out here to Santa Maria, and she asked me, do you want to take our daughter to Santa Maria and have her live with you? came to an agreement, and we went to court. We signed our papers. I got my rights. I got my rights back to my child, 50-50 custody. I enrolled her to school out here. She attends a Miller Elementary. I really believe that God's hand was in all of this, because I'm going right now as of 90 days being sober, and continue going. I'm going to continue this new year being sober, and not only being sober, but I'm going to be following my father's footsteps. Those of you who know my father, he is a pastor, and I believe following his footsteps is my lifestyle. Being in church, that's where I fit in. That's where I belong. Now that I have my daughter up here, we're going to church, and enjoying God. I'm so thankful for her mom for allowing her to be here with me. She's a wonderful mother, pretty much that's my little testimony for you guys, that committing yourself back to God 100%. There's still struggles I'm going through in life, but they're not going to go away. But the thing is I'm not turning to alcohol. I'm not turning to an alternative solution to diffuse my frustration and pain and anger or anything else. I'm turning to God. Anytime I feel that I'm going that way, or I feel that tendency of doing something that I'm not supposed to, I just turn on that music and listen to God's music. I listen to the words. I turn and I pray. I read the Bible, because I believe 100% that if you really commit yourself to God with not having no doubts, not being negative, hands down, really surrendering yourself in faith, having that faith in your heart, God can do all kinds. He showed me with the 90 days of committing to Him, He gave me everything I ever wanted, I've asked, and He's still blessing me, So I encourage you guys that if you have a friend or a family member that you may see that is, in alcohol or depressed, continue praying for them and continue giving them words of encouragement, because it does sink in, and in their moments of being alone, they do remember those conversations that you have with them, because I know I have. I remember a lot of conversations I had with my aunts, my cousins, my father, both my mothers. All that sunk in, and without them, I wouldn't have continued and pursuing God, and challenge Him. I dare you to challenge God yourself. If you want to make that change, or have that person, have them challenge God. But they got to be committed 100%, with no doubt, and want to make that change. Don't just do it just because God's gonna do changes. No, do it because you're ready, and He will make changes in your life. I was ready to finally surrender myself without no doubt, without turning back. As of this day forth, I will not turn my head back to God, my back to God at all. I'm moving forward, no matter what the world may bring to me, no matter what struggles I might go through, no matter what may happen. Without God, I'm going to fail. He's there for comfort. He's there to help you. He's not there to give you the world, but He's there to help you as much as you allow Him to help you. You also have to put your effort as well as I am. I'm getting my arms and legs dirty, to show God, I deserve what you're giving me. I will, earn to keep what you give me. I'm not just gonna say, "Oh, gimme." You know, I'm gonna get back. But I want to say I love you guys all, and I wish you guys a happy New Year. And I'll talk to you soon.